Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good evening again. This is another recording of Leeds United v Arsenal match preview. I'm going to be picking the starting 11. I would go with the 9 substitution bench, and the formation is a 4-4-1-1. We're up against a side who love to play attacking fluent football, managed by Marcelo Bielsa. We're away to Leeds United this weekend, and excuse me, the light's gone. And Ellen Road can be such an intimidating place. It has an intimidated it has the history of being intimidating for the away fans. Obviously, things have calmed down over there. However, we're going there as favourites, I believe, and we're going to have to put in a performance, especially the first 20 minutes. They're going to be key, and it will show whether we are seriously contenders for top 4. Bit of a lighting back on. Oh, excuse me. Other than that, I will go into the starting 11 shortly. Before I do, make sure you smash the thumbs up like button for me. Make sure you leave a message or an opinion in my comment section below. Remember, positive feedback is what I promote in my comment section. Do share this channel virally all over the world to your friends and your relatives, and tell them to share it amongst their friends and relatives, and help me to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, that's myself and I only, DLG Repping. If you see in the card there, the subscribe button's at the bottom. The subscribe button is below, yeah, at the bottom of the card. Get subscribing, yeah. Leeds United, for me, they're a team that at the wrong end of the table, but still play entertaining football, and they'll take it to any team, no matter the scoreline. And that's one thing I admire about them. They're not scared to attack, even the might of Man City. However, it will be a game that we need to win. We go in there with a fine 2-0 win over West Ham, back to winning ways. We need to continue that. We respect Leeds for their attacking philosophy of football. We respect their coach, some of the good players, Rafinha, Rodrigo, Bamford, Luke Ayling, former Arsenal trainee. But we have to go there and do a job and try and silence the crowd. So without further ado, let's get into the starting 11. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale's in goal for the simple fact is that he's been consistent in his performance. He is in command of set pieces situations, plus the saves have been absolutely out of the world at times. And one of the save of the season so far would have to be the one against Leicester City. Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Takahiro Tomiyasu, for how much we paid for him, is amazing. Just under 20 million. But this guy has all the credential of a top class right back. He's young, early 20s, 22 I believe. But for me, he's been an integral part of our back 4. Lights again. So Tomiyasu starts. Benjamin White, 50 million signing from Brighton. The first couple of games, there were big question marks over him, whether he could do it at a bigger club. And the price tag's so not his fault, but for me, he's looking every bit worth of 50 million. His reading of the game is outstanding. Outstanding in the air, winning headers. Outstanding at travelling with the ball. There's nothing much I could say about the guy, and he's solid in the challenge. He's always putting himself out there to make the challenge. Like his partner, Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. He's like a beast in that defence. He's a key reason why. He's one of the key reasons why we are so solid at the back. And for me, the best centre half at the club. Wins his headers. His pace gets him out of dangerous situations. Aggressive in a tackle. Aggressive in challenges. For me, he's everything that we have been looking for since God knows how long. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhaes starts alongside Benjamin White. Left back Kieran Tierney. The speed of this guy is amazing. You know, he's quick. His crossing is absolutely on point at times. So he's going to get assists this season, at least half of double figures of the assist. I'll back him to get assists, but that's me backing him. For me, he's athletic when he's fit, a leader on the pitch, and maybe the favourite to become the next club captain next season. Defensively, he reads the game well. He don't just react to danger. He always spots danger as well. One thing with him, my only criticism with him is when he's up against the opponent who's on the right-hand side, who's left-footed, and just wants to go out on his left foot, he's got to show him the right side. Otherwise, we would have problems in the future. But until then, I'm sticking with Kieran Tierney. Based on his experience, he'll get that right. The midfield four, Bukayo Saka, dazzling, scintillating form, scintillating performance. Goal-scoring form could be better, but performance-wise, at least he's given 8 and 9 out of 10. This guy just gets better and better. He's only 20, England international, and he's got a magnificent future in the sport. Bukayo Saka starts the game for me. In the middle, Thomas Partey. And you talk about midfield dominance, ball control, forward passing, and an eye. And he's always got an eye open for a good pass. Thomas Partey for me. Although he hasn't been playing well in recent games due to the injuries he's had, he has rediscovered his performance and his form. And for me, that's the reason why I'm going to select him. Ainsley Maitland-Niles will play alongside him because with him, he's got legs to get around the pitch. His quality on the ball, his distribution of the ball at his feet, I think it's all right. Well, he needs to be more than right. I think he can get better with that. In the Watford game at home, where I was there in attendance, he was probably our man of the match. For me, he does not deserve to be dropped. Excuse me while I'm doing this video for the second time. If you ask me, he starts this game. Gabriel Martinelli, for me, the boy is playing with confidence right now, on and off the ball. He's a ball fight. He's like a ball matador, you know. Gets around the pitch. He's still performing as if he's playing football in the cages of the favelas. That's how competitive he is. Direct when running at defenders. And for me, you know, if you want to see the Arsenal attack, you see Gabriel Martinelli get up that pitch. He is lively. And for me, one thing I will say about Gabriel Martinelli, he never stops running, you know, and his game is of similarity to Alexis Sanchez, but with a little bit more pace, I would say. If he can finish anything like Sanchez, then we've got one. Excuse me, we've got one hell of a player. Yeah, you can see that I'm getting tired now. Gabriel Martinelli. Right, the two up front. Playing in the number 10 role, Emile Smith-Rowe. For me, he comes on from Martin Oligard, and he gets a goal, from a counter-attack, and you need Emil Smith-Rowe there. He can play on the wing, and he can play in the number 10 role. And for me, he is a fine player right now. He's becoming a star guy. Maybe above Saka status, but that's open to debate for another day. But for me, he is our player. And maybe our player of the season. Him and Ramsdale are competing for that Arsenal player of the season. But for me, he starts the game. As the main striker, Alexander Lacazette, I'd like to see him get involved in the box more. Link up play with Smith-Rowe and Saka and Martinelli. And before you know it, it will start scoring goals again. Right, that's the starting 11 sorted out. The substitute bench, Bird Leno, if he's deemed fit or not selected by Arteta of recently, then I'll have him on my bench. Still a superb goalkeeper, still potentially a German number 1 international goalkeeper, and a very good shot stopper. And he's competition with Ramsdale. Well, Ramsdale's keeping him out of the team, so he's got to work hard in training or whatever it takes for him to get back into the team. But Bird Leno starts on the bench. Substitute number 2, Canon Chambers. His versatility is key. I do prefer him on the bench, and I would go with him ahead of Rob Holding. He's a lot more. He's a little bit more athletic, if not miles of athletic than Rob Holding. But one thing I will say is, he does a job and when he gets onto the pitch and wears that red and white shirt, he wears it with pride, and he does a job with pride. Canon Chambers, if he's deemed fit. Again, substitute number 3, Cedric Suarez, good all-round professional Premier League right back. Does what it says on the tin. And for me, he's not getting the opportunities as such because of the form of Tomiyasu, and rightfully so, but he will be pushing. Substitute number 4, Nuno Tavares. Again, he kept Kieran out for 6-7 games, I believe. But in the end, Kieran Tierney's won back his place of recently, and rightfully so. Nuno Tavares, one thing about him, he's got great pace, great recovery pace as well. And offensively, he is a direct problem as well for defenders. I mean, he goes at them directly, and that's what I like about him. Defensively, he's as solid as they come. So for me, I'm going to go with Nuno Tavares on the bench. I'm going to Bird Leno, Chambers, Suarez, Tavares. Substitute number 5, Albert Mboyo Sambi Lokonga. I rate this guy very highly. I mean, if Vincent Kompany talks about him very highly, then he's got to be, he's got to be some player, and I believe he will be some player in the next couple of years. There is a footballer in him. I mean, he may just end up being Partey's partner for the next 2 seasons. Who knows? But for me, he does not shy away from responsibility. And once he has that ball, one thing he wants to do is find a forward pass, and that is exactly what I like about Sambi Lokonga. One for the future, and he's got a hell of a lot of talent. We've already seen it earlier on this season. Substitute number 6, and my reason for this one is Granit Xhaka. I mean, he's not the most mobile of players, but he does. I suppose he puts his heart into his job. That has to be said. Ball at his feet, again, not the most mobile, but one thing with him, he'll try and look for a forward pass. He's not scared to go long range as well with his passing, and he's not scared to put in a tackle and risk a red card. That's one thing with him. But then again, when he's not interested, he's definitely like a red card waiting to happen. I've seen it time and time again with Granit Xhaka. But however, due to the experiences, I guess he's on my bench. I don't even know why I pick him. I should have gone with El Neni. Substitute number. Hang on, I've picked Leno. So far, it's Leno, Chambers, Suarez, Lokonga, Xhaka. Substitute number 6. I'm on. Nicola Pepe. He's waiting for an opportunity to prove the Arsenal fans and his manager wrong, and make a statement that he is here to stay at Arsenal and to cement his place in the first team. Well, that hasn't been the case. He's been putting in inconsistent performances as he has been doing, and I don't know if we've even got a role for him. I mean, we try him on the right and he flatters to deceive, and that's the truth. You know, waits till the second man gets to him and then he produces a pass, and I don't want to be seeing that. I know he's got the ability to go directly at defenders, but he doesn't show it in his belief or confidence, and that's the reason why Bukayo Saka is ahead of him. But he's still on my bench. That's Nicola Pepe, by the way. Substitute number 7, Martin Oligard. Now, I think there is a very, very good player in him, especially as a number 10. If he concentrates on composure, then my word, he'll get. He'll be playing Aubameyang in. He'll be playing Lacazette in. His end product would be on the money. But for me, again, decision making at times lets him down. However, there is a fine footballer in him. He has been scoring the goals. He will probably start away to Leeds in Mikel Arteta's team selection. But for me, I will go with Smith Rowe. There's goals in him. There's more goals in him, should I say, than there is in Odegaard. So for me, I will go with Odegaard to be my bench warmer. My 8th substitution, and the reason for this one, there's no Aubameyang for obvious reasons. So, I'll tell you what, I'll have Mohamed El Neni. I mean, he's not ideal, isn't it, from an attacking point of view, but one thing for sure, he can shore things up if, you know, we're leading. If we have a tender, imagine if we have a tender lead of 2-1 or 3-2, you want him to come on, or if we're in a comfortable position to win 2-0 or by 2 clear goals, you want him to come on and ensure the midfield does not get overrun. And for me, he will make sure he gets into the faces of other midfielders and puts the tackle in and makes it very difficult for them to produce a pass or get by him, whatever it takes. And for me, yeah, I'll have him on my bench. Following Balogun on the bench for the simple reason is that he wants to play for Arsenal. He's shown his talent, his potential, and I would like him to start on the bench ahead of Eddie Nketiah, who, for me, is not committed to the club by signing a new deal, where Balogun signed a long-term deal, and I think he's at least worthy of being on the bench. But that's my opinion. Otherwise, I've picked my 9th substitution as my I've picked the 9th substitution as well as the starting 11. So the formation is a 4-4-1-1. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. As I always say, thank you for putting up with me. And onwards and upwards, Arsenal. Take care of your friends. Take care of your family. Take care of yourselves. Peace again. Love again. And bless again. Until next time, DLG repping. We'll talk again. Also, remember to like, comment, share, and please subscribe to the channel. DLG Repping. That's myself and I only. Well, all there is left for me to say is please just be nice.